Alright, well, so today we're going to just talk about skateboard maintenance. And yes, I'm talking maintenance. Like, you should look under the hood every once in a while, you know? When I'm talking about that, I mean just even rotating your wheels, making sure your bearings are still rolling. I mean just tightening your hardware, just little things like that. I mean, for me, even I'll re-grip my board in that kind of maintenance, you know? Like if it gets all yucky or like, you know, whatever it may be. So today's maintenance is going to be on my searat Egg 2.0 right here. In the future, I will do a full review of this board, all the specs and whatnot. But today we're just going to really focus on the maintenance right now. So the few things I want to do, I have a few crusty bearings right here, so I got some Bones Red, so we're going to switch those out. My kingpin, actually, one of my kingpins is like kind of like loose. You can kind of hear the kingpin rattle. And my bushings are kind of like really gnarly and smushed down, so I decided that it's time to replace my inverted kingpins. So I got these from Indie right here, and then I have some Bones bushings that I'm going to throw in there. I haven't had Bones bushings in years, so I'm actually really stoked to try these out, like just because I don't know what it even feels like. I've been riding like the Indie orange bushings for so long that like that's just what I'm used to now. Oh yeah, also if I'm feeling spicy, I might even regrip it, but this board looks like, it could probably use a regrip. We'll see how much energy I have, so yeah. Let's get the pit crew out, we got the tools, and let's start doing this thing. Alright, so I guess the first thing we should probably do is like, I don't know if I should do the bearings first. You know, no, let's just take off the trucks first so then we can replace the kingpins, so like, or the base plate. I think that might be the smartest thing to do, so let's bust this thing open. Alright, we just got the first truck off, and like, yeah, you can kind of see too, like it's all jiggly too like that. Like the bushings, it's like, I don't know, just needs a little update, that's all. And like you can kind of see like this wheel's kind of coning to one side, so you know, just a little rotation just so it lasts a little bit longer. So we just got the trucks off. I think I'm gonna regrip it, honestly. There's like a few little like sunny wax spots on here. Here's like a few other little sides that kind of got messed up while I landed the board upside down. Like the main reason why I regrip my board so much now is that my boards last me like 2-3 months. Like this is way longer than they used to last me, so just like regripping them kind of just like, you know, refreshes it up and like it looks all fresh and nice. And I think that's probably why I do it so much. And I just don't like having dirty grip tape, honestly, and like the grip gum doesn't really get out like the wax and like the other weird things, you know, so it's gonna need a regrip. This board is so fresh still, like this board's gonna last me at least another month or so. So let's give this thing some new grip. And I don't have any special technique, honestly. I just take a razor blade and I kind of just keep peeling. I don't use the blow dryer or whatever. I mean, it's pretty hot right now, so hopefully that does the trick. Yeah, like this grip tape's coming up really easy. Like it's probably 90 degrees out right now, and like in my house I don't have AC, so it's like just as hot. So this board's been just pretty much roasting in the heat, so that's probably why it's coming off so easy right now. So I'm kind of stoked on that. Hey, well, that was way easier than I thought it was going to be. I mean, just shout out to the heat right now. Dang, that came off really easy. I just had that one tiny little piece. But yeah, it's kind of cool too. Like, searat always writes like the specs right there. And, okay, grip is on. And so if you don't have like a skate tool or anything to grind it off, you know, remember you can always use your truck. Alright, we are gripped and ready to rip, so now let's put on these new base plates. I'm so hyped right now. Using this piece of hardware to help me poke the holes through, if you're wondering. Honestly, while I was taking my hardware off, I could just tell how many screws were so loose. So don't forget to tighten your hardware every once in a while, you know? Now time to switch out the hanger and add some bushings in here. As you can see, they actually come with the Allen key, but if you don't know, like they actually still fit a normal skate tool this way. So if you didn't know, now you know. Let's get that thing out of here. All right, now I'm gonna take apart this thing and switch it out. And then now we're going to open up the bones bushings. Look at that, there are instructions on the inside. I was always curious, okay, so these little guys go on the top as your top washer. Okay, that makes sense. It's funny building it upside down since it's like inverted, you know, you have to do it this way. It's kind of funny. Oh yeah, that looks super chill. Here's the old one, here's the new one. Look at that thing. Woo, that thing's fresh. Yeah, so it looks pretty fresh. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to make you guys sit there and watch me do that same thing again. So I'm going to go do that right now, and then I'll catch you when we get back to the wheels. Sound good? It's crazy how just like new bushings and that like kingpin make them look like brand new trucks. But of course with the pre-grooves already in there. It's kind of nice. Alright, well now that looks super fresh and I'm like really hyped on that. Last thing that we're going to do is going to replace the bearings and rotate the wheels. The reason why this wheel cones for me so bad is when I do slappy front smith, that wheel just drags, so it just naturally cones. You can usually flip your wheels just around this way. That's what I'm going to just kind of run right now. Or you can kind of throw this wheel to the other side. Kind of helps them balance out as well. But yeah, let's take these bearings out and flip these over. As you could see, I wasn't riding bearing shields, and I swear just more dirt got in these like faster and ruined these things just so quick. So you know what, I'm not going to take these shields out, I'm just going to leave them this time. That thing is looking super fresh and clean right now. Oh yeah, that thing is so nice. And before I put my wheel on, I just want to note out that I actually put 2 washers down at the bottom before I put my wheel on. Sometimes you'll see people put one on top and one on bottom. The reason why I put 2 on the bottom is just to kind of space my wheel out a little bit further. So like a lot of the truck companies kind of don't tell you this, but like if your trucks and like your board size don't match up, you can kind of push a few of those washers in there just to kind of get your wheel a little further out, just so it'll line up with your board. I mean, I don't know, you also kind of get like a little bit more like room on the truck there for your wheel. And this kind of just helps if you're riding like a skinny wheel like this. It just pushes it out a little bit more since it's not as chubby as I normally ride. But yeah, just kind of another little fun fact. Alright, let's tighten these tires on and we'll be pretty much good to go. Other thing I want to note is I like to actually tighten the nut just to the axle, just where it's about flush, just so like when the board does land primo, I don't strip my axle or anything. I don't know, and I also like to have a little jiggle. So maintenance is all done. I think it's ready for the next session. Bearings are looking good. Trucks are looking super fire. Oh yeah, and I re-gripped it. But yeah, hopefully that little maintenance video kind of helped explain a few little things. And yeah, remember to check your board every once in a while. It needs maintenance too.